So you're picking a girl name and you're finding it hard because there are a lot of good ones. I'm doing 100 quick fire baby girl names. They're in categories like my top 30 not wacky but not overused names. I think that's a really good place to start. My own personal name crushes at the moment and some aesthetic lists as well to get you going. So get your pen and paper ready. Be ready to name that baby girl. But before you do, some of you, not all of you, will stay with me for just 1 minute to help me do something super special, which is open my brand new baby name book. It just arrived today. This is the final copy, and I thought I'll open it with you guys rather than with my family. So you've been here, some of you, from the very beginning, and this book has been a year in the making. I don't quite know how I feel. I found this a really emotional book to write because it's called Baby Name Envy, after the podcast that me and my sister did together on the Instagram. And she died a couple of years ago, so it's just been a real undertaking to do what I've dreamt about for years as well, which is reinvent the world of baby name books. Okay, we ready? Ta-da! It's got some foil on it. And they did it pink and green because those are my favourite colours. Absolutely crazy. Right, you guys are going to love it. It's available now, so please do order it. I will leave the link below. You'll get it in a couple of weeks. It actually comes out on June 19th, but please order it now. It is over 1,000 names in here, all organised by themes. There's loads of interactive quizzes as well that you can do to discover your own name style and then get guided through the books. There's a little bit like a pick your own ending. You can jump around and find the name you like, and at the very end I've got like a infographic yes no. So I really hope that you can order yourself a copy. If you order it using the link below, you'll also win a baby name consultation with me, and I'll guide you through your 9 months whenever they come. Just chat names with you, whatever you want, but I will leave it below. It's actually here. That is crazy. Right, so this is quick fire. So I'm going to tell you some of the meanings and basically what I think of the names rather than all of the statistics and everything. So first of all, I did compound names because I keep seeing those lately where we're putting together the first and the middle names or double barrel names. So my name is Sarah Jane. So sort of that trend seems to be coming back. And I wanted to give you some great ideas of one syllable middle names and how they can blend with more traditional first names. Willa, Finn. So using Finn as your second double barrel might seem really weird because it's a boy name, but it's getting really popular for girls. Finley I'm seeing on lists, and I just think that Finn sounds really nice as a second name, and Willa Finn together means protected and blessed. I did Emrys Lane. So Emrys is a gender neutral Welsh name, Emrys, and then having Emrys Lane, it means like immortal path or your path of your life. So I just thought it was really cool. Dervla Bow. I am crushing on the name Dervla at the moment. Don't know why, maybe because I love Dovey, but I wouldn't be brave enough, whereas I would go with Irish Dervla, and it means beautiful daughter. Yes, please. Allegra Tate, both those names mean cheerful. Lilu Cove, I really like that. I love Cove, using that as a second, whereas we used to always just go Rose, May, Jane. Now you can be much more creative with your second names, and Lilu is actually French for Lily, and I really like it. Ingrid Ray, that means beautiful Ray, and again it's got that gender neutral second name with a really beautiful Scandi first name. Lowry Joy, so I love the name Joy. It was on my long list for my daughter's name. Lowry is a Welsh name meaning victory, and I feel like happy victory, this joyful triumph of your little girl coming to you. Posy Beth, so both those names, Beth kind of is short for Elizabeth, meaning oath, and I'm seeing it a lot. It's got a lot of cowboy cool as a second spot, and I just thought Posy Beth sounds really like Southern charm, doesn't it? One of those types of names. Bronwyn Bloom, I'm not against a double letter with the alliteration. I see Bloom a lot. Bronwyn is one of my all-time favourite underused names, and I did Talia Lark. So with the double L's through it, Talia means festivity, and Lark obviously is like a song joy bird. So I've got Talia Lark. She's out there, she's having a great time, she's living her best life. So those are just ways which you can use funky second names. Did I just say funky? Yes, I did. You must know how many times I've written the word lush in my book and got told off by my editor that I think of another word. Well, I should have pulled out funky. 30 names that I think are not weird but not overused. So I'm seeing the same names on so many name lists at the moment, all the most popular ones. Naming no overused names. In my name book you'll be able to choose what kind of style you like, and a lot of us want this kind of trendy with a twist, so they're sort of fashionable names, fashion forward names, really nice, but not edging into the sort of more stand out and shine, really unique names. Eden, love it. Connie, always been one of my favourite vintage names, definitely not overused. Eliza, I always like it, sounds really special and different. We have a lot of V names, not so many Z names. Harriet, I love Hattie and I love Harriet. I like Harry, Etta, all those names come from Harriet and I barely see it. Hope, a really simple vintage name that I think should come back. Bess as well, you don't hear it as much as you hear a lot of the variations of Margaret, like Margot and Mabel and Maeve and all of those at the moment. Let's go wild with Elizabeth for a little while. So I really like Bess. I really like Nell as well, sort of a simple one-syllable vintage name, not overused. Cheska, I really love it. It's, you know, we hear Frankie so much for Francesca. I just really like Cheska by itself. I think it's got that real Sloane Avenue, cool girl vibes. These are all like Dams and Madder style, Suzanne type of style girl names. Noemi, I didn't do Naomi, sorry, no, Naomi, but Noemi, I really like it. And I think because I like Emmy so much at the end, I think it's got a bit more of that French flair that I'm seeing all the name lists have on at the moment. Amber, never hear the name Amber very much. I've always liked it. I know we have Amber Heard connotations now, do we not? But I think it's a beautiful name with that beautiful soft colour as well. Robin always stands out amongst classmates, a little girl named Robin. Tabitha, I also really love. It's a little bit longer and more rare. You don't hear it very often and it's really easy to say spell and really, really pretty and long. Pearl, much less used than some of the other Margaret names, Pearl. Nora, a great vintage throwback as well. Verity, I feel like I'm the only one banging on about Verity and I just think it is so beautiful. Am I missing something with it? Because you've got Vera as a nickname, which I think is really, really lovely. Verity, alternative to Olivia. I've been saying it for years. I'm going to keep saying it until someone uses it. Primrose, this would be, I think, my girl name if I was having another girl. I just really like it and I would definitely feel like it could be one we could compromise on. There are so many Rosies though and Roses in my daughter's year group, so you'd have to be a little bit different with it, which is why I think if it's on your list, maybe think about Primrose because it's a little bit different. Nancy, don't hear it so much, really beautiful literary name. Cressida, very posh but also trendy. Not too feminine, kind of cool girl vibes, Cressida. Kiki, the same. I hear so many Gigi's. Gigi is really gorgeous, but could be getting into overused. Whereas Kiki, meaning double happiness, rising in hot on its heels. Winona. Now, it's starting to get some pickup after Winona Ryder's become very cool again, but it's not overly used all that much. Vida and Evelyn, both names meaning life. Beautiful names, they're not right at the top up there. Lotta, I really, really love it. Obviously I have a niece called Lottie, but I think Lotta was on my name list because I really like it. It sounds quite stylish, very elegant. And Frida, really trendy. I see Freya everywhere. Frida's a little bit different, potentially a little bit edgier. What do you think of Frida? Annie, really underused, so simple, so classic, but not right at the top of the charts anymore. So if you like those IE endings, weirdly enough, Annie is a rarer classic choice. Saffron, love, always loved it, love Safi, love Ronnie. I think it's a beautiful long name. It's got that sort of botanical spice vibe as well. So much going for it. Delith, this is a new crush of mine. Love it, Irish. I just absolutely love those YTHs, or is it Welsh? I should have put my notes down here. Dorothy, again, never hear it, not really coming back yet, but really, really classic that everyone knows, everyone likes it, don't they? Imagine if you met somebody named Dame Dorothy and they're like, I don't like it, I'd be like, why not? What's to not like about it? You tell me. Suki, always like that, very cool girl vibes. My best friend at uni was Suki, love it. Hazel, it's sort of one of those again that's like Ivy's so popular. I think we could be jumping onto Hazel if you want something a little bit more unique. Cosima, meaning kind of celestial, like Cosmo vibe. Cosima, again, a bit like Cressida. Maybe I'm slightly posh. My big pick and the theme I'm crushing on at the moment is this desert star vibe. Desert soul, desert flower, desert star vibe. A bit more of that travel wanderer vibe. Very bohemian, very of the now. And I found some beautiful girl names for this. So Enso, E-N-S-O, is this beautiful zero circle symbol that actually means Zen. It's an Enso. Lots of people get it tattooed. I just thought the name is really, really cool as an idea. Avisa, this is actually the Catalan Spanish name for Ibiza, what we would call Ibiza or Ibiza. Ibiza. I don't know how people say it. I say Ibiza. But in Spain, they say Ibiza, which is really lovely. And if you record that over here, you would know that that was the name for Ibiza. So a very cool, very desert hippie boho style. Juniper, lately, do you know, I was thinking, I've gone off the name Juniper. I haven't mentioned it in ages. It was a mad crush of mine. But then I suddenly, for this list, I was like, yes, because the juniper berries grow in those harsh desert environments. Suddenly, I got my Desert Lone Star cool girl vibe again from it. Sierra, which means mountain range. I'm starting to jump on off of Sienna onto Sierra. Acacia is a thorny tree, and that's also known for growing kind of these more desert environments. So it gets me to that very cool idea that I have in my mind of this list. Zephyr, traditionally a boy name. It means west wind, westerly breeze. Just see Zephyr, the desert wild rose goddess cool girl, out at doing whatever you do in the desert, which I've only ever seen on Instagram, but I imagine it's just like that. But Zephyr, love, love, love. I had it on over this recently for a client for their girl, and I was like, oh my god, love it. Bayou means slow, small stream. So this sort of little trick, I did this sort of trickly stream through like the mountains in the desert. Bayou, again, just very hippie vibes, very cool. I've gone a bit cool here, haven't I? Este, then I've done star names because I was thinking about the vastness of the sky when you're out in the desert. Este meaning star, Danica meaning morning star. That is such a cool girl name. And then Ayla, which is the halo of light around the moon. So you know when you're looking at the moon, it's got that big glow around it. That's called Ayla, a Turkish name. Great alternative to an Isla, which is way popular at the moment. Okay, so these are my eclectic girl name crushes. So they're a little bit, I did actually end up putting them in two parts, but tell me, what would you name my style like listening to these? So those are the types of styles I always fall into. So in my book, I've done like vintage history. I go back through eras. I've got Regency names, Victorian names, Anglo-Saxon names. Like, they're so good, but they're all ones that I filtered that I would 100% say put it on your name list. And so these are just some crushes of mine. So I've done Alma. Did you know that Alma is the #1 girl name in Sweden at the moment? Now you do. #1 rising girl name. So love it. It means heart and soul. I've been saying it for years. Alma. My daughter would be such a cute Alma. It really gives me baby name envy. Saffron. I love it. I would have Fifi or Ronnie. I think it is such a beautiful underused name. Patsy. Patsy came from nowhere like a crush into my heart, and I just now at the moment just absolutely loving it. I think it's got such a good throwback, and with all the IE endings, the SY is really, really cool. Enid, similar. I just love it. I think it's because it's literary. Enid Blyton. I love these sort of slightly quirky girl names. Did the whole list of names, my sort of ugly name girl crushes over on Instagram. Not saying it's ugly. And then Thora, which I've been obsessed with lately. Thora, very, very Scandi. I love Thora, I love Thelma. Just think that those names are just really gorgeous and just so unexpected, and then it just makes me obsessed with them. My other side of it, that's a bit more modern, so Lola. I love the name Lola. We don't hear it enough. It could have been on my other list, but I'd already written it on this one because I'm like, why don't we hear Lola as much anymore? Because I reckon when Freddie was born, there was a few little Lolas, but it seems to have gone again. That was 15 years ago, so now I'm not hearing it. And again, really bang up to date. Laverne, maybe this should have gone on the vintage side, but I love the name Laverne. I just really got a crush on it in the moment. To me, feels like real 70s hipster type of a name. Ramon, the same. I've always loved Ramon since I learned that it meant healing hands or protecting hands, and my favourite emoji is the little protecting hands one, however you do it. So obviously that's a reason to choose the name Ramon. Just think it's cool. Dixie, again, maybe because I was thinking about the cowboy name list as well. Dixie, just tick, 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 very trendy. I think it's actually more wearable than Pixie, just because it's not a thing. Dixie meaning 10, and then 10th, if you're having your 10th, and then Cassie, which I always think again is underused. Very, very up to date, more modern than a lot of the IE name endings. If you don't want vintage vibes, Cassie, really, really trendy. Bold and beautiful. So these are quite out there names that I think are really gorgeous. Maëlys. Maëlys is a French name. It's so beautiful. Delphine, again, that's French. Very, very gorgeous. Elvira, meaning foreigner. Can't get over it. Absolutely love it. Dusty, really bold, but really beautiful to me. I think it's one of the most beautiful girl names. Ellis, which means snowdrop, just so special. Aurelia, although it's quite, I think, well known, it's still a little difficult to say, and I'm putting it on a lot of name lists at the moment and people haven't heard of it. And I'm like, how have we let this one slip through our fingers? Aurelia is so beautiful. Ceridwen, I told you I've been to Wales. Been down to Cardiff. Ceridwen, gorgeous name. Tulip, now I just like it. As I said, it is bold, it is out there. These are in no particular order, they're just quick fire. But I love this name. I think it would make such a cool name, totally unranked. Isabeau, so when I think about those compound names earlier, Isabeau is like putting together, rather than bell, you're using bow. Isabeau, whew, pretty. And then Floris. Floris, which is actually a Dutch male name meaning to bloom, like Florence was so popular 2010 to 2020, everyone was called Florence, but Floris is a little bit different, a little bit more charming. Then I found 20 names that have under 10 uses in the most recent popularity charts in England. Alanis, meaning little rock, love it. Hariad, Welsh, Darby and Joni, all of these have had under 10 babies called them last year. Kivi, how nice is that? It's actually a Sikh Punjabi name, less than 10 babies called that. Tammy, are we ready for the return of Tammy girl? I think we are, everything else is coming back. I think Tammy suddenly sounds really on trend again. Rosaria means a garland of roses, Rosaria. Very, very feminine, very beautiful. As I said, rose is so popular. Primrose or Rosaria just elevate it. Thelma, under 10 baby Thelmas. She's ready for revival. Tansy, I love this name. It's a floral name. Maddox, for girls. Started to really love it. As soon as I saw it on the girl list, it actually means blessed. I think it works so, so well because we love Max for girls. Well, we did. Maddox sounds really on trend. Callista, Tuva, which is Swedish, meaning beautiful, Tuva. Verna, Seraphine, without the Seraphina, without the extra syllable, Seraphine, under 10, very charming. Gwenly, I like it. I've always loved Gwen, and I think I love Gwenly even more. It's short for a longer Welsh name, which means white or fair. It's like Gwenllian originally, Gwenllian, but just Gwenly has been registered to 6 baby girls last year. Tick for those 6. Apollonia, we had a little baby Apollonia here in our community just the other day. It's from Apollo, and Apollonia is lovely. I'll put the picture on, she's so sweet. Rifki, stop the press. Rifki is so lovely. It actually means an act of kindness or gentleness. Love it. Tegan, under 10 baby Tegans, and again, it's very, very wearable, very nice. Starla, very that Lone Star cowgirl vibe as well. Then this was my last pièce de résistance. It's a Nigerian name that was given to 6 babies last year. So let me know if I pronounce this right. So have listened to the pronunciations. It was Tamilora, Tamilora. Isn't that just so lovely? And it means your love is mine, or your love is unique to me. Isn't that? Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. Right, that was 100 girl names, as quick fire as I can go. Sorry, I'm very chatty as a person. And do please pre-order Baby Name Envy. I'm so proud of it. I just would die to see somebody actually holding this book after so many years of making these name videos for you guys and building our community and everything. It's just really special to finally have something solid that's actually kind of like, I wrote a book. That is madness. All right, guys. See you next Monday. Oh, and I'll leave the link to order it below.